YouTube family, welcome to another Two Family Homestead live stream. Woo!
Nobody heard anything? Nobody heard anything on the intros? Nobody heard any music on the intro? Okay, can you hear me now? I know you couldn't hear me right at first, but you should be able to hear me now. Can you hear me now? Test, test, test. Okay, that's looking pretty good. I don't want to go too nuts here. All right, so
No sound. Oh.
There's got to be sound.
Okay, now they can hear it. Yeah, here they are. So they could do that music. They could hear music. Wasted that time.
You could not hear any music on the intro.
Oh, somebody else heard it. Okay.
Yeah, Mama Z said the intro was fine. Yeah.
Okay.
When I first came up, my microphone was turned down.
Somebody said it.
So
A wild one. Okay. A wild one's issue.
Wild Ones has an issue. Okay, so Wild Ones has an issue. They're going to have to leave and come back. Allie Oakley, how you doing? The Naked Gardeners. Thomas Schmidt Homestead Projects. Simple Sanctuary Garden.
You have to put this up to your camera to show to Allie.
I guess I'm supposed to show this to somebody?
Allie.
Allie? I don't know what this is all about.
Your cookies in there.
It looks like crumbs.
Well, they are now. I don't know why the kids just left them there.
So anyway, Allie,
Thank you.
there you go. What else? What else is new for tonight?
It's first night, huh?
First night of Hanukkah. And we have somebody here that's quite Hanukkah-y.
I even got the Happy Hanukkah from the lady at the pharmacy.
All right. So, being first night of Hanukkah, that means we have our little.
I'll like the girl one that show.
Yeah, the one with the real fire that comes later. So, what else do we have? 360 Homestead, thank you very much. I know it's really tough. You know, people should leave their lips off the phone, make it easier to read. Homestead Overland, nice intro. Thank you so much. All right. As you can see on the screen here, some of the things we're going to look at here tonight. Should your channel be selected on the wheel? First thing, of course, we're going to look at is your channel name. So let me explain here very briefly. I'm under the assumption here that as you're signed in here on the chat, that is also your channel name. I know that's not necessarily the case, but the names that come up on the wheel, this is why we ask when you fill out the blank or fill out the form for the wheel, you put your channel name in. Don't put the URL, don't put any of that in. Put in the channel name. Just make sure it's spelled correctly. And when I go to search for your channel, we will search for your channel using a plain browser. And what I mean by plain browser, that browser is not signed into YouTube. So by utilizing that, it offers a couple things. Number one, how easy is your channel to find using a YouTube search? The second thing that tells us is, gosh, do you have a intro video or a trailer video as it's called? And if you have a trailer video, and if you have it situated in the proper location on your page, it will automatically start playing because I'm using a browser that's not signed in, and somebody that does not have a subscription to your channel, it should show that video as soon as they land on your page. So that's one of the many reasons we do it. If you have a name like Sue Smith, we don't recommend you ever have a channel named Sue Smith. It's just, there's too many Sue Smiths. And of course, the quicker that can be caught, the better off you are. Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading. Say hello to our friend from Holland here. Homestead Overland. Mama's East Texas Kitchen is in the house. What else? Oh, the channel art. The channel art. And that includes things like the banner, as well as your icon. And the icon is the little picture that you've got beside your name as you're on here right now. So, in a chat window, chances are very good if there's any text, you're not going to be able to read it. If you're looking at a computer or on a television set, on your home page, you should be able to see it. On a phone, probably not. And it doesn't have to be, there doesn't have to be any text there, but it should have something relating to you / or your channel or something. For example, Dutch Off-Grid Homesteading here in the chat, he has a nice portrait picture of himself in that. And if you look at ours, well, I have my picture there. Smudge will probably bite me for saying that, but oh yeah, I just got to look. What else are we talking? Oh, okay. Playlists. Do you have your playlist formatted in the proper way? How about your thumbnails? Are they attractive? Are they too busy? Or have you gone against some general rules on your thumbnails? We'll touch on all this stuff. So even if your name is not pulled off the wheel, rest assured that the information that we talk about here applies to any channel. You just have to adjust that information to fit your particular case. And I see we got a few people here on the wheel. Rules for in here, we don't have too many rules. We're pretty easy, but if your name comes up on the wheel and you're not in the chat, we're not going to take the time to go through the channel. Now I understand, we're here for a couple hours. You may not be able to be here for a couple hours. So if you have to leave, if you have to go get dinner, if you have to go feed the animals or something like that, it would help us out tremendously if you just say, hey, gotta go for a little while. Thanks for being here and all that. Let us know. And that way we can keep it going for those that are in the channel. Sherry also tells me we're going to have something special here tonight. She's just nodding her head, but she's keeping it close to vest. She's gonna dance.
You are.
Daryl's not going to dance.
Neither Sharon.
So, what can I share with him? Anything yet?
Some piece.
Oh. All right.
I'm sure nobody likes chocolate.
All right. Does anybody know what this stuff is? Does anybody know what this stuff is in the little bag? Looks like little coins. It's what is it?
Guilt.
It's Gilt, but it's gold wrapped chocolate.
Right. It's chocolate.
Yeah, it's chocolate. And so if you don't like chocolate, you're not going to like this. But Geld is Yiddish for money. So this is chocolate money. So even if you can't spend it, you can eat it, and that's a better deal than some people offer you.
It's played by one of these.
And this is actually part of a gambling deal, sort of, I guess.
Oh yeah.
It is the
You can use the chocolate galaxies for gambling.
yeah, that's the gambling money that is utilized with
No, Jen, it's not.
one of these little tops here. And this little top is called a dreidel.
Very good.
So
23 years to break that out.
anyway, a dreidel is this is kind of like a craps table. And this is kind of like the your money, your bet coin, and you win or lose chocolate. So I guess that can be good or bad, just depending upon your who's winning and who's losing. But we have some chocolate to give away tonight,
We also have seeds to give away.
and we also have. Nobody knows what these are, and nobody in here probably does any growing. But we have some seeds to give away tonight. Get you started right for 2021. And because we're still dealing with some idiots out there, we have two-family homestead masks. We have, 2, 3 of these?
3.
So we have some masks to give away. Healthy homestead check. All right. Thank you so much. Appreciate you stopping by here. We also have a Clyde's vegetable planter. So I don't know how this is going to work. She's just going to tell me. Maybe she's going to pick somebody out. If you're active in the chat, chances are you're going to get something here tonight. And let me clean off my work area here. And have I forgotten anything?
No.
Okay. So let's get Smudge out here with the wheel. And as you can see, we have Smudge wearing his appropriate mask, is ready to spin the wheel. And our observer, also wearing her mask, is ready to observe. This way we have, equal party protection, and we don't have any stolen votes here on the wheel. So we'll give her a spin and see who it comes up with. First one off the bat here is Amby Craft Reads. Amby, you are up. All right, so let me get over to the other computer here, and we are going to type in Ambi Crafts Reads. Has 266 subscribers, got 52 videos. All right, and so this is her page. And Ambi, you were here last week, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see if you've done anything to your page here. Kind of an interesting banner here. It looks I don't know what you would call this. Just random. So yeah,
they almost
crafty.
Well, that's what it is. Craft. Yeah, almost like the little sponge. Things.
Looks like dauber marks for a bingo card.
Yeah.
All right, so let's find out a little bit about Ambi Crafts Reads. First thing I notice here is, Ambi, you do not have a trailer video yet. So trailer video should be 30 to 90 seconds in length. And it's just a very quick intro about yourself, about the channel. Tell people who you are, what they're going to find on your channel, maybe how often you upload, just to fill people in. Due to not having that, and there's no information on your banner as to, hey, I upload 4 times a week or anything along that line, let's go to the About page, see what the description has to say. And it reads, who I am, 33 years old. I love God, my family, friends, in a small southern town I've always called home. My Nana taught me to crochet when I was 12 years old. It's my main hobby, along with paper crafting and reading. I also do a bit of cooking, art, journaling, and sewing. I'll be showing my FOs, defined as finished objects, WIPs, work in progress, TBRs, to be read, maybe, currently reading, maybe, hauls of all the things, and a tag or two along the way. I hope you find something you enjoy. If you do, please leave a comment. I love hearing from y'all, and consider subscribing. Has her email address in the proper location, does have links to Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook group, and Goodreads. We talked about this last time. I feel I have to say it again. I'm not sure this is doing you any good. Let me bring the magnifying glass down. This FOs and WIPs or TBRs or currently reading. I'm not sure where you're going with that, but I'm not sure that's helping you in any way, shape, or form. Just a consideration. If you feel it is, by all means, leave it there. Playlist, you don't have any playlists, so we can't judge any playlists that you might have, because there are none. Quick peek at your thumbnails here, and I think some of your thumbnails are very good. I like to see the facial expressions. I think it's better if you are zoomed in a little bit closer to the face. For example, the Instagram Live over here, that is somewhat better than some of these where you're further back and it's almost too dark to clearly see. In other words, this one's a little too dark and this one's a little too dark. You get down here to this one, you're holding up a book. If you can read that on a phone, it's fine. But if you can't, you might want to consider, again, zooming in a little closer, getting that thumbnail cleaned up. Make what public? I'm sorry. So how do I make them public? You have playlists, so how do I make them public? Ambi, if you have any questions on doing playlists and displaying them, hiding what you want to hide and making public what you want to do. We handle all of that stuff extensively on Tuesday nights, especially if you write in a question ahead of time. We can gear the entire show around people's questions. But, and I can't quote you any specific past Tuesday shows to go look for that stuff. However, Tuesday nights is the night for that, where we get into it pretty deep and we explain and show you. I mean, we do more than tell you. We actually show you how it's done. On your homepage, well, you've made a couple of changes to your homepage. Uploads is gone. You've created you've modified your container here to show popular uploads. I think down the road, you may want to revisit how you do your entire page here. But first thing, Ambi, I think you need to do, you need to get that trailer video made. You need to maybe work on some of your thumbnails. And we had a great class on thumbnails just this past Tuesday night. Just go back to the last Tuesday, we had Crystal Groves from Copper Kettle Farms did an extensive hour on utilizing Canva for making banners, for making thumbnails that you can do with your phone or your computer and do it for free. And because it's a web-based program, it doesn't matter if it's iOS or an Android or a tablet or a desktop. It just doesn't matter because it's a browser-based service, and you can make some beautiful thumbnails and or banners. Do all your graphics here if you desire. Yeah, both paid and free. She's worked hard on showing everybody the free, and that's where we were at just last Tuesday. So, Ambi, thank you for being here. There, we give you some homework, so you can have something to do and show it off. Maybe again next week. We'll give the wheel another spin here. Keto Homestead with Jess. Keto Homestead with Jess. All righty. $349 subscribers, got 96 videos. Let's go check out this channel. Now, I want you to notice, very first thing, in the spot where a trailer should be is a video. But in looking at this looks like this was actually from a live stream. It's over 20 minutes in length, and that's not a trailer. That's a feature film. Just saying. Trailer, 30 to 90 seconds is the ideal length. And it's just a very quick thing to introduce you, your channel, tell a little bit about what you're about. So this is really not, this doesn't fall into being a good trailer. So we're going to go on, jump back to the About page. Read the description as follows. My husband and I have been living a homesteading lifestyle now for 10 years. I have been a state-tested nurse's aide for 19 years. Follow our journey. Hey, that's a long time. The STNAs are. It's a hard job. It's a hard job, and it's not. I'm going to say that most STNAs don't get the credit. They don't get the credit they deserve, and they're not appreciated as much as they should be. So I thank you for doing that. Such 19 years. Fantastic. Follow our journey here in Northeast Ohio on our 5-acre homestead. We raise hogs, feeder piglets, Holstein cows, meat rabbits, ducks, chickens, and turkey. We also garden and preserve the harvest. I am and have been keto for 6 years. I'm very passionate, and I love sharing and teaching about my keto lifestyle and my journey. This channel was created to document our journey and lifestyle to my 3 children who are 14, 12, and 10, as well as all of you. On our channel, you will see and learn about our lifestyle on keto, also farm animals, gardening, foraging, canning, cooking, and morning chats. I hope you enjoy my channel, show support, and just give your comments and feedback. Email address is in the proper location. Links to Facebook, Instagram, Amazon wish list, and subscribe. Very, very nice write-up. A lot of information here. You've done a great job. Let me just throw a couple of things out here. I'm not saying to change anything, but just as a thought process. The description, as you have it written here, is dated. What I mean by that is you need to update this every so often. I don't know when you created this, but are your kids still 14, 12, and 10? You know, have you only been at STNA for 19 years, or is it 20 now? I'm just saying you have it dated. You have a fixed date on here. One way to avoid the fixed dates is to give a starting date. I've been a state tested nurse's aide since and put in the date. That way it doesn't matter when the anniversary is or when any of this changes. It's always up to date. Just some little things to think about. See what you have in the way of playlists here. Oh, and incidentally, your banner will display well across all devices. Nicely done. And you have some playlists. And I always try to open up a couple of playlists. I want to see if you've remembered or even noticed to put a description in on your playlist. So let's take a quick peek here at Keto Breakfast. I'll open that here. And yes, you have a description, which is fabulous. And we'll do one more just in case that was a freak accident. We'll do homestead maintenance. And again, you have a good description, which is a lot of people miss that. It's not, YouTube doesn't make it as apparent as what I feel it should. Let's take a peek at your thumbnails. We'll look at the last 18 or so of those. We'll get those on the screen here. All right, so with these last 18 thumbnails up on the screen, and let me preface something here. YouTube has changed some things fairly recently with the addition of this thing they call shorts. And shorts videos are designed to be less than 60 seconds. They're designed to be done with a cell phone in a portrait mode. And they basically go against everything that we used to talk about. And let me explain what I mean by that. Number one, if you did a video with your phone and you did it in portrait mode, I would always tell you, hey, if you're going to do a video for YouTube with your phone, and this still applies, and I'm down in the lower left-hand corner there, you're going to want to hold your phone horizontally. That gives you a full screen picture for doing your video. You still want to do that if you're doing an actual video for your channel. If you're making a short, you hold the phone this way. Now, these shorts they're crazy. They're absolutely crazy. It was patterned after TikTok. It's actually being rolled out starting in India, not here. There is a thing that is called a shorts shelf. If your video lands on the short shelf, it's surprising how many views one can get. Now, I don't know who all we have in here.
Tori says 3 of her 4 have hit the shelf. Ours just slide, go right under.
Yeah. Okay, Naked Gardener's in here. I think they have at least one that has over 100,000, if not more. Here's the bad thing about the shorts. Number one, at this point in time, they're technically not monetized. However, if they are picked out of your YouTube channel, they can be. If they're pulled off the short shelf, they are not. So it depends on how it's viewed, if it's monetized or not. But let's talk about the monetization. If you make it with your phone and you utilize the editing functions from your phone where YouTube has given you a little thing to make a short, it's only 15 seconds. If you're an advertiser and you put together a 30-second ad, do you want to waste your money trying to promote it on a 15-second video? Ain't nobody going to watch it. They're just going to click over it. They could care less. So they're not getting tons of advertisements going towards shorts. On the plus side, because they're very quick, short videos, and if you get on that short shelf, I have yet to see it on an iOS phone, but on an Android phone, at least even here in the States, the shorts shelf is starting to appear on Android phones. I don't know that it's ever appeared on a laptop, desktop, but on a Android phone, it is starting to appear. iOS, I don't think it has yet. But these are just one video after another, after another, after another, after another. Just like TikTok. It just goes and goes and goes. Because of that, if your video is on that short shelf, it can get a whole lot of views very, very quickly. And what's prominently on that short shelf is subscribe to that channel. Subscribe, subscribe, subscribe. I think that I think the Naked Gardeners can share with you here that okay. So yeah, and I'm willing to bet that she has an Android phone.
Yeah, Sunny's the short stories on the iOS on our iPhones.
So there is no monetization from it, but you can get a lot of subscribers in a big hurry, in a real big hurry. Well, they're still counting for views. You're still getting view counts, but there's no time. And time is that's the big underlying thing from the views. So if you're trying to get time, if you're trying to become monetized, and this is what you think about this, a 15-second video, if they watch the entire thing, the most time you're going to get from a view is 15 seconds. You need 4,000 hours of watch time in order to become monetized. So you're going to have 4 people watching that video just to get 1 minute. The numbers start to become incredible here. So From a monetization standpoint, I don't think they're any good at all. From a potential subscriber standpoint, I think they're good. And from a quote-unquote views number standpoint, they're fine, but it's also skewing your results as to what's your view time. You know, if they're watching 100% of the time, it's still only 15 seconds. So, all right, we talked enough about. Oh, what do we have? I'm being handed something here. What am I doing?
Your name's on the wheel.
What, we're gonna go spin the wheel?
There's a way to do it.
Okay. I've just been told, and we're gonna come right back. I apologize. We're coming right back to Keto Homestead with Jess. But I've just been told that we are giving away some gelt. And Sherry says the most fair way to do this is to spin the wheel. So we're going to spin the wheel. Selina's World, you have won some gelt. Please send an email to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. Give us your mailing address. Anything else?
And stuff like what they want, chocolate or
Yeah. If you would put in there what that you won the gelt. That way we don't have to watch all the way back through here. So Selina's World, you have won yourself some chocolate gelt. Send an email to twofamilyhomestead stating, "Hey, I won the gelt," and chocolate or gelt or whatever you want to do. And congratulations to our first winner. Let me go back. I'm sorry. We're going to go back here now to Keto Homestead with Jess. Looking at the overall thumbnails here. You had a chance to look at these while I was talking about shorts and all this other stuff. And the reason I started talking about that is she has some shorts on this page. This is a short. Thumbnails are no good on a shorts. If you can take the time, you can make your page prettier. You can put anything on here you want. But if your shorts video goes to the short shelf, the thumbnail's removed. And they just take a frame out of the video, like what you have right here. Now, I'm not saying this is good, better, or indifferent, but I noticed that on this, I'm seeing TikTok on your, so I don't know if I'm just going to ask, Jess, did you pilfer this off of a TikTok thing and throw it up on YouTube?
I do. You're allowed to.
Okay.
Yep.
So anyway. All right, let's talk about, this is also a short. So again, I can't say anything. This is not a short, but I will say that on this one, the one that I had the magnifying glass over top of, the verbiage on this is too small to read, especially on a smaller device. There's too much description in the thumbnail. Keep your description, keep your wording on a thumbnail at minimum wording. Big letters, lots of contrast, stands out, easy to read. Do not use the lower right-hand corner because the timestamp is there. The picture of the thumbnail is the most important thing to get somebody to watch your video. So, all right, real quick, back on your homepage here, Jess. We talked about your intro video here that's more of a feature-length film. uploads as a default. You have added some of your playlists here. Nicely done. Nicely done. Done a real nice job. So Keto Homestead with Jess, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate you very much. And let us go and grab another name to put up here on the Dr. Pontanist. Pontanist? If I butchered that too badly, I apologize. Is this the right Big Beard?
Yep.
Okay, Dr. Pontanus, 7 videos. Okay. So let's see what we have here. Very, very unique banner. It's very plain. It's to the point. I will obviously state that whenever you're doing a banner, thumbnails, or anything like that, be sure to not get too carried away with too much of a display type font, a script type font. This is about as scripty as I'd ever want to go, but it works in this case because it's big enough and easy enough to figure out. So, very, very different thumbnail. You have a 2-minute intro video here. Nice length. Let's go to the About page. Let's find out a little bit about your channel here. So the description reads as follows. This channel is to help educate many on the benefits of not just cannabis, but all plants, trees, and fruits and vegetables as medicine. God never intended for his people to take man-made medicine. In fact, he warns against it when he talks about staying away from witchcraft and sorcery. What do you think your medicine is? Chemicals cooked up in a lab and pushed out in a pill or liquid form. Sorcery. Just like they had witch doctors back then, these are just modern day witch doctors. Please research. To support Michael Williams Sr., please check out our webpage. And you have a link here that's not helping you. I'll explain that in a moment. Or if you would like to support this ministry and would like to donate, you can donate by PayPal, blah, blah, blah. I'm not saying you should take this off. I mean, obviously this is something you believe in. But within your description, there are no hotspots. What I mean by hotspots is there is no way to do a direct click to link another web page or site or anything else. They have a specific location for that, which is down in the links section. And that would be your place. You can fill out a description as to where you're sending them. And then you do the link. It's all behind the scenes. And that's where your links should be located. That would be right down in this lower area. Email address is in the proper location. And let's just briefly talk about your description here. I'm using general terms. Your description is pretty much what it says. What is this about your channel? And now let's talk about people in general and how they read and understand. Most people, not 100%, but most people, by the time it exceeds 3 lines in length, their eyes have wandered. They're losing track in their head as to what they just read. They're skipping ahead. They're missing words. It's too complicated for them. So what you want to do in a description is you want to do multiple paragraphs, no more than 3 lines each in length. So on the full page like this, you could divide that first paragraph up in there into 2 or 3 or 4 paragraphs of 3 lines each. And it will just make it a whole lot easier to read and understand. And this is just, it's a psychological thing. So let's jump back here, take a look on your playlist if you have any. You don't have any of those yet. Videos. Wait a minute. Let me jump back to the About page. Actually, you've been around for a while. You actually started looking back in 2015. I'm sure you weren't putting videos up back then. Looks like you just started your video activity here about 3 weeks ago. So let's look very quickly at these thumbnails. The same thing applies here as what I mentioned on the last one. Too much text on a thumbnail does not help you. It does not help you at all. Thumbnails, if they're going to have verbiage on a thumbnail, it has to add to the underlying video. That's not the place for description. Description would be in the title and in the description of the video. The thumbnail is not a place for that. The thumbnail is what the eye sees to say, to catch interest, to go click on that. So your last few videos here, I'm looking at 3 of these here, and 3 of them look like they have pretty much identical thumbnails on with a disclaimer statement. Let me get the thumbnail out, or the magnifying glass, because I can't read them. This maybe will help. Okay, it's the same. It's the same thing here. So, having said that, it's the same thing. That's not helping you. These are just not helping you at all. You're going to, in my opinion, you're going to be better off creating a high definition picture of the subject matter that you're wanting to discuss within the context of your video. And then add if you want to add something to that picture, to that very, very clear picture, then that has to add to it. Just to throw something out here, if you wanted to have a good picture of a healthy plant, you could just have a description on the thumbnail that just said healthy, and then within the title, what it is or what you're trying to talk about here. And then, of course, in your description of the video itself, you go into further details. But the way this works in people's mind is they're going to see a picture, and then from that point, they're going to make a decision. Oh, this is interesting. Do I want to go further? At that point, they look at the title. So it's like, consider yourself fishing. You're going to throw the bait in, and you're kind of tweaking on the end of the pole here, and the fish comes up and just starts to nibble, but you don't set the hook yet. You don't want to jerk it away. So that's the point of that fish seeing your thumbnail. And their point of going up and kind of nibbling on a little bit. Well, now they're reading the title. That's the second part. So once that fish has nibbled and sucked in the title, that's when you plant the hook. And that's your description in the underlying video. At least ways that's the way that we kind of see it here. So the other thing is, if you use the same picture on a thumbnail repeatedly, there's no definition for somebody to go back and say, they're going to maybe remember, because that's what attracted them to that video in the first place, was the thumbnail. But if you have the same picture on multiple thumbnails, they're lost. They don't know where to go back to if they want to reference back. So just some general things to talk about there. On your homepage, you do have a 2-minute trailer here. You have friends channels here. I don't know that I would. I know Ben. I know Cab very well. I'm not sure who Idiot of the Day is, but I don't know that I would put friends channels up here. This is your channel. This is your channel. So I would click to your content. I would get your uploads back on the front here until you get more videos up, and then you can supplement that with other things throughout your channel. So there you go. That's what we think about it. I hope maybe you found that helpful. And I thank you very much for being here, Doctor. Sir.
No, it's been good. They have a choice.
All right. This first spin. Or should I just spin once and that's the gift and then we'll go to that channel?
Yeah.
All right. So we're spinning here.
Do they know what we're spinning for?
I don't know. What are we?
Spinning for the gift?
Yes, we're spinning for the gift. But then we're going to that channel. So while on Homestead, you are getting what?
Third choice. Chocolate, seeds, a mask, or lights planner.
Okay, Wild Ones Homestead. Send us an email to familyhomestead@gmail.com. Your choice. A Clyde's planner. Seeds. A mask. Or chocolate. Pick one. And send an email with your mailing address to twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. And Wild Ones Homestead, we are going to your channel right now. All righty. Wild Ones Homestead. And we know a little bit about this channel. Just a tad. Because they were just a guest. So they have a 1 minute 51 second trailer video. Nice looking banner up here at the top. Easy to read. And we'll jump back to the About page here very quickly. And read what she has to say here. Welcome to Wild Ones Homestead. I'm Michelle, mama of 2 feral children and a pack of critters. After almost 10 years of service, my husband, Logan, left the military and we sold our first home so that we could move closer to family. It took over 8 months of searching before we finally found a new place to call home on just over 11 acres in Wisconsin. Since moving in, we have been developing it into the perfect homestead for our family. So far, we have expanded the original garden, put up fencing, and outbuildings for our animals. The current projects are clearing out the woods for future pasture space and getting more fencing up, with much more to come. Follow along as we share our life on our homestead, tips on animal keeping, cooking, gardening, projects, and preserving food. There's no posting schedule here. So if you like what you see, please be sure you subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when we post. All right. Nicely done here. Links to Instagram, Pinterest, Facebook, and Goodreads. email address is in the proper location. Do they have playlists? Oh, they have playlists. So I'm going to go into the chicken keeping playlist and see if you have a description in here. And you do. Nice description. And scrolling up and down, these all appear to be your videos. So a plus on that. And let's do the About Me. Another good description. And these are all your videos. Good job. Thumbnails. Well, what do you folks think of the thumbnails? Is there anything here that strikes your fancy? You never know when you make that thumbnail. So a good sharp picture, good clear picture is pretty much a must. But I can tell you this, facial expressions are a big plus just in generating people's interest. So from that standpoint, this is a good one. This is a good one. This is good. This is good. This is good. 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 Things that are not so good. Well, from a distance, I'm just not sure what this is. So it forces me then to look at the title, which maybe I'm going to take time to do, and maybe I'm not. But I can't see this as being a good thumbnail. This is a good thumbnail from the standpoint, well, you know right away what this is. It's ice cream. You don't have to put anything on it. And, of course, down here, maple ice cream, the best homemade frozen. All right. The problem with this is Morgan thinks spicier titles. Okay, so get out your hot peppers, hot pepper flakes, and spice them up a little bit. And believe me, Morgan is certainly more than qualified to talk on titles and thumbnails and so forth. So everybody be sure to, we've had Morgan as a guest on here, and I love having him. He has great insight to this. But overall, the picture quality is good. And he may have hit on a very positive note there that the verbiage in the thumbnails needs to be, as he puts it, a little spicier. Homepage, see what you've changed here. The uploads is the default, but you have added other items underneath it, which are different single playlists, which you have all done in a great manner. It shows the description of those playlists. Just a good, solid layout. Wild Ones Homestead. Be sure to email us, tfilmhomestead@gmail.com. Tell us what you decide what you want. Be a mask, the chocolate, seeds, or a Clyde's planner. And you'll get back in the mail whatever you choose. All right, Wild Ones Homestead. Thank you so much for being here. And Morgan, thank you for stopping in. You snuck in on me. I didn't see you. All right, get another spin here. Grandma's So Happy Homestead. Give it anything? Give it another?
No.
Not right now? Okay. Grandma So Happy.
Hey, Bonnie, we're-
Grandma So Happy Homestead, 788 subscribers, 123 videos. Very cute little logo thing over here. Banner, nice and plain, easy to read, and well centered. It will display properly across all devices. There is no trailer video here. And we'll get back and talk a little bit more about this. Oh, she not in here, maybe? Okay. How far you want me to go? You're the boss. Grandma So Happy, are you here? Dutch Off Grid, thank you so much for being here. Good to see you. Appreciate it. Okay. So Grandma's So Happy. We're gonna go ahead and get another one up here, just simply because we've got a fair number of people in here, and we want those that are here. They're the ones we want to talk about.
There she is.
Oh, she is here. She is here?
Yep.
Okay. All right. Grandma So Happy. Description reads as follows. Mama 4, Grandma to 5, hopefully more. Family times, faith, cooking, canning, DIYs, gardening, Zone 4B. Dreaming of that large homestead with animals. Learning to do things in healthier ways. I love teaching those who come into our place how to do things for themselves and taking that step to try. With fibromyalgia, thyroid disorder, rheumatoid arthritis, and other things with a skip in my step. This channel is about being prepped for anything and learning how to find joy in it. To contact me, and side note, I love to receive mail. Cards and packages are wonderful. I would love to review a product if you have one and willing to try something new. Mailing address is listed underneath. You never know what you might encounter. You betcha. Thanks for stopping by. I'm going to say there's one glaring thing missing here. You have down, you're in Zone 4B, but you don't have, I would at least put down, what state are you in? Just a thought. Besides state of confusion, like the rest of us. Because if you're in a state of confusion, you might be my neighbor. Email addresses in here. You have Facebook page, Twitter, PayPal, Instagram, Amazon affiliate link, and a wish list. I would certainly consider putting in a state. Make it interesting to the people viewing. Playlists. Got a couple here. So let's we're just going to open a couple here at random. And there's no description. There is no description here. So that's something you can circle back on.
Did you say she doesn't have an address? Yes.
No, she has an address, and I guess that's where I would find where she's from.
Yeah. Minnesota.
Yeah, it's in the address. So my bad on that. Yeah. By putting your mailing address in here, and I overlooked that. So just totally my bad. Minneapolis, Minnesota. So that's where you're from. Of course, one other thing now that I'm looking again here, in a question that came back in my mind. Are you on a farm? Or, do you have 3 acres, 5 acres, 25 acres, 400 acres? Just, again, little things that cross the mind and to keep it interesting. We'll jump back to playlists. First one we looked at did not have a description, so we're going to go DIYs. And this one also does not have a description. So you might want to go into your playlist and put in a description. And don't just do a couple words. Make it a descriptive description. Make it interesting. Thumbnails. All right. We'll get the last 18 of them up here. I've said it before, we'll say it again, and I'm sure that Morgan will back me up on this. People's facial expressions are a big plus. If you can get that done on a thumbnail, that's a big plus. So you've got some great thumbnails here. Some of these that you have verbiage on, I'm going to say it's kind of a hit or miss. This is well done.
She's using what YouTube picks.
Okay, and we'll discuss that. With this one, glitter on our food. It's big enough. It's easy to read. It's high contrast. Everything's plus about this. Plus, plus, plus. Until I go down and look at your title, which is exactly the same thing as what's on your thumbnail. So it's totally redundant. And at that point, it's not helping you. So something here I think needs to change. That's my opinion. For some of these, are these actual pictures that you have taken and you created the thumbnail, or are these frames out of your videos? You're almost always, not 100% of the time, but you're almost always better off to take a picture and create your thumbnail rather than to utilize a frame out of your video. This particular one, the text is almost too small. And we have the same problem here that this is the same thing as your title. Same thing as your title. So it's not helping there. But you got some, Okay. And that's great. This one in the lower left-hand corner here, again, we have the same issue that the text is just a little small. This never thought I'd get to experience this. It's a little different on your title, but it's too small. It's just too small. Jump back to your homepage here. Okay. You have got, I don't know, let me jump back here, see how many you got here. I don't recall the number, but you've got a fair number of videos. Yeah, you got a fair number of videos. The problem two problems I see with your homepage. Number one, there's no trailer. You really need to get a trailer up here. And the second thing is, I think you've done well as far as reorganizing your page, utilizing playlists, but they're not full playlists. So here's what I mean by that. This looks very empty. There's only 2 items in this playlist. So fill up this playlist. Go back and pull videos out that are pertinent to this playlist and fill it out. By putting a description on that playlist, that's going to show up underneath here. Again, you're engaging more with somebody on your page here. So those are some of the thought processes. This winter, see, this is a full one, and it goes beyond what's here. So that's what you want to have on every one of these lines. You want to fill up this page, and you want to make it very interesting. Feature channel page, I think it's the jury's still out on that. I think it's fine the way it is. Some people tell you, you don't want to show quote unquote feature channels. I have no problem at all showing featured channels. I don't want to necessarily show everybody we're subscribed to or not subscribed to. But a featured channel is fine, in my opinion. Grandma So Happy Homestead, thank you so much for being here. I hope we gave you some ideas and encouraged you to do something different and make your channel unique and stand out. So, I am told. So, I'm told this is a giveaway. Giveaway name. Ambi, I'm sorry you're not eligible. Angie is not eligible. She has already been up here. Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. All right, Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. You need to send us an email. twofamilyhomestead@gmail.com. And do you have one picked out over here? Okay, Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking, you can pick out from the following. Put it in your email. I want candy. I want chocolate candy. I want seeds to plant. I want a garden planner, or I would like to have a smudge mask. So any one of those 4 items, just put it in your email to Two Family Homestead. Give us your mailing address, and we will send that back to you. So Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. Let's go take a peek at your channel. $129 subscribers, newer channel, got 14 videos. Let's take a peek. Okay. Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking. First thing I noticed, Mary, is there's no trailer video. Yeah, that's second thing I noticed. It's a bare banner. There's nothing up here. That's like one of those that's alongside the highway. You know, if you can see this writing, it would have been read by 50,000 cars that go past here every day. There's nothing here. It's just empty. Furthermore, I don't know if this is a picture of yours or if this is just a stock photo or something. The banner is not relatable to anything. So that's something I think you want to get addressed. You want to get that banner addressed, and you also want to create a trailer video. So let's go back to the About page and see what this channel is all about. Description reads as follows. I live in Michigan and trying to be a good homesteader. I live on 5 acres and have horses and mini horses with a few dogs and cats. I also have a feral cat colony with quite a few cats. This channel will have cooking, dehydrating, how I take care of animals, and crafts, with much more information on how to do it also. Thank you, Mary Ranch. All right. you've given some information here without question. I live in Michigan, and you've got 5 acres, and obviously some feral cats and dogs and cats, and you're going to have cooking and dehydrating. I'm going to guess maybe you do some gardening. It's so short. It is so short. That's the first thing. Thank you, Mary Rance. That's not necessary. This is not necessary on this page. Just saying. But look at some of these other channels for ideas. Some good idea channels would be Off Grid with Doug and Stacy, Homestead Dreaming, Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Those are all good channels to look at just to get some ideas on how they do it. The next thing here is you do not have your email. They give you a special location on this page to put your email. You need to do that. There's no way for anybody to get a hold of you. Maybe somebody landed on your channel and says, "Oh, I'm in Michigan too. I wonder if they'd like to do a collaboration with me." Well, they can't get a hold of you. So get that email up here. There's also a spot to put links. And those links, up to 5 of them, can also be displayed on the banner up here. So get your notepad out. We're giving you a long home list. A long homework playlist. There's no playlist. We're giving you some homework here. All right. Looking at what you have here in the way of videos, and obviously you're just getting started, and that's fine. Everybody starts somewhere along the line here. Okay. Real briefly on your thumbnails, and obviously you're just getting started. This is kind of new to you and what have you. One thing you cannot do with a thumbnail is anything in the lower right-hand corner of that thumbnail. It just doesn't exist because YouTube will cover it up with the timestamp for the video. In this case, they covered up part of the word cooker. I'm not sure what's in this picture. Talk about that in a second, but obviously a lot of this picture is covered up with the timestamp.
Plus, title of the thumbnail is the same as your description.
Yep, I was just told that as well here. Your Instapot or slow cooker, well, that's pretty much the same thing as your title. So it's redundant. So if you want Instapot or slow cooker on the thumbnail, figure out something else to put on the title. Actually, I like the horses looking at you. I think I would be tempted to zoom in closer on this thumbnail just to bring them up closer on your face. The young lady riding on the horse here, the same thing, just kind of zoom in, make that the center focus point of the picture. This one, the roast beef freezer, the verbiage on this, it's very difficult to read if you can read it at all. So it's something to think about here. The other thing I want you to be aware of, especially with you being newer, is you can change these thumbnails at any time. It doesn't hurt you to do that. You can simply create a new one and upload it. You can do that every day if you want to. So here's things you can do after the fact, after you've uploaded and published that video. You can change the thumbnail. You can add information screens. You can add end screens. You can change the title, and you can add or take away or modify keywords. All of that can be done at any time after the video is uploaded and published. So you don't have to wait to do that. We'll jump back here to the home page. Obviously, you're just getting started, so I think this is fine. Just leave this as is, but work on getting a 30 to 90 second trailer video put together and work on getting a banner put together here. A little bit of work on the about page. So there, we give you a little homework to do. Mary's Ranch and Wild Cooking, thank you so much for being here. Don't forget to send us an email with your mailing address and what it is you want. Should I go over it again? I think I did. As far as what she wants, it would either be a mask, chocolate, seeds, or a Clyde's planner.
And there will be some names on there. They put the name on there. Give a chance to win. They don't want to confuse them.
Yeah, if there's anybody in here that would like the chance to win, you got to have your name on the wheel. If you do not want your channel looked at for whatever reason, that's fine too. Your name still has to be on the wheel, but as soon as we would draw your name, hey, you won. Well, you jump on there and say, thank you so much, but do not review my channel right now. I know that it's approaching 6:30, but what I would like to do, folks, just because, I'm going to play a very, very quick advertisement for our Monday Night Live, and we'll jump right back in here and spin the wheel. So just bear with me. We'll be right back. Okay. So as you can see, we've got some fantastic channels coming up here on Monday nights. So let me get our wheel over here. And I was just notified by the boss that this is another giveaway, and then we will review the channel if you want us to. Simple Sanctuary Garden. Simple Sanctuary Garden. I have a question, Daryl. When you are reviewing and they have not placed the camera in the proper position, it looks like all the shorts that are coming up, would you just not tape it and call it a short? In order for it to be called a short, a couple of things have to occur. In order to be a short, it has to be less than 60 seconds. It has to be a video that is done in a portrait mode, which is a 9:16 rather than a 16:9 resolution mode. So a thumbnail for a short, if it's on the short shelf, means nothing as far as being on your page. Well, it makes your page prettier, but the thumbnail is disregarded when it goes on a short shelf. At least that is what we've been told. So, okay, Simple Sanctuary Garden has left. Okay, so we are going to spin again. And this one is Built on the Rock Homestead. Are you in the chat? Built on the Rock Homestead? Okay, so she wants it on the prize, and we're not going to review her channel per their request. So, Built on the Rock Homestead, send us an email to familyhomestead@gmail.com and request one of the following: chocolate, seeds, Clyde's planner, or smudge mask. Yeah, it was done separate. Okay, Built on the Rock Homestead. Send us an email with your address, your mailing address, and tell us what you want. If it be chocolate, seeds, Clyde's planner, or a smudge mask. And just to be sure, you do not want your channel reviewed. Is that correct? All right. So, gosh, I hate to just spin somebody to think they not win something besides a review. So, oh, look at this. It came up again. All right. Spinner again. Wild ones. We've already covered you. Red Silo Homestead. Red Silo Homestead. Are you here in the chat? Red Silo Homestead. Are you here in the chat? Keto Homestead with Jess, we didn't start out that way, but it is kind of turned into that way. Naked Gardener wants bacon seeds. I think we're fresh out of those. Keto Homestead with Jess, we had not. I know we reviewed her channel. Did she want something? Keto Homestead with Jess. Okay, message us. Red Silo Homestead, are you in the chat here? Okay. So you have your pick of chocolate, a smudge mask, Clyde's vegetable garden planner, or seeds. And yeah, if you're overseas, seeds, the seeds are only continental United States. But that's due to shipping regulations. Okay, Red Silo Homestead. Email twofamilyhomestead, gmail.com. Put in the email your mailing address and what it is you would like to receive, be it seeds, chocolate, a smudge mask, or Clyde's vegetable planner. And do you want your channel looked at? Do you want us to go through your channel? Red Silo Homestead.
Sure.
All right. Red Silo Homestead. Let's find your channel. Okay. They have over 1,200 subscribers. They got 43 videos. Red Silo Homestead. And look at this banner. Nice job on the banner. Jumps right out. The very, very good contrast. And the lettering is very, very easy to read. They have a 1-minute trailer video in here. Nicely done. Nicely done. Let's jump back to the About page and find out a little bit about Red Silo Homestead. Description reads as follows. He's a 20-year Navy veteran with a background in electrical engineering and military law enforcement. She's a Navy veteran with a background in law enforcement and corrections. Both managed to escape California, where the Navy dropped them off, and finally made it to their forever home in central Kentucky. Congratulations for escaping California. Starting out on a 6-acre homestead with a farmhouse built in 1905, Darren and Justine are learning how to incorporate some of the old ways of doing things into a modern lifestyle. Gardening to grow healthy food for the family, raising chickens for eggs, canning and preserving the harvest, raising, Morgan, help me, some sort of geese, rabbits, creating an orchard, building projects and upgrades on the homestead. This is their story as they recover from military life and start a brand new journey into homesteading. Email address is in the proper location here. They have links to Facebook and Twitter. Nicely done. Nicely done. You've left this open-ended enough that it's going to be very easy for you to update this from time to time. And I would certainly consider doing that. We probably... Two loose keys?
Toulouse. T-A-L-O-O-S-E.
They have two loose ones? All right. Jump back, and they have some playlists. So let's, we're going to open a couple here at random. And they do have a description in here. All your videos. And let's do the homestead updates. Great description in this one. And all your videos. Nice job. Take a peek at your thumbnails. Okay, the military taught them how to make thumbnails. I'll tell you that. Nice job on the thumbnails. Let's get critical though. Let's get critical. If the verbiage on a thumbnail is not helping the underlying video, there's no point in it being there. It's just worthless. If it's the same thing as the title of the thumbnail, it's redundant. Again, there's no point in it being there. If you're going to describe your video in the title, which is where it should be, use that thumbnail, verbiage on a thumbnail, to hit, if you would, a keyword. A call to action type thing, something that catches the eye. Some big word that jumps out. The overall deal on your thumbnails here is absolutely fabulous. I love that you've taken the time. You've got the sidebar with your channel name going up and down most of these, if not all of your thumbnails. The other ones, looking closer here, are shorts, and they're their own animals. But no, you've done a fabulous job here with the thumbnails, except for the redundancy within the title. So
We're reworking some of those clear and blue redundancies.
there you go. On the home page, you've got it's very nice. You moved your uploads to the bottom. You've placed a lot of your playlists, individual playlists out here. Nice job. Nice job. Absolutely. Very nice, clean looking channel. The only thing that I'm not seeing on here, and maybe you don't have, and I didn't see anything in the about page, is how often do you update? You know, maybe you don't have a set time. I don't know. But if you do, if you new videos every Thursday, or we upload twice a week or 4 times a day, or just saying. That's the only thing I see missing. Doesn't have to be here, but
You said you should read the shorts description.
I should read the shorts description.
Right?
Should I be afraid? All right. We will do this simply because we were asked. are little tiny shorts. Some are like board shorts, a little longer than most. Some are like Daisy Dukes, shorter than short. But these are our tiny shorty shorts, and we hope you enjoy them.
Love it.
Okie dokie.
I love it.
I wish that I could. YouTube has not shared a whole lot about the shorts. They truly haven't. I can tell you that when they're on the short shelf, viewing the video on a short shelf and viewing it within your homepage are two different entities. You can have a nice thumbnail for your page, and it's just doesn't exist on a short shelf. So based upon that theory, and at this point in time, it's only a theory because YouTube's not responding to me or maybe anybody else. Maybe it would be good to keep your page looking very nice, to take the time to create a nice thumbnail that's in line with all your other thumbnails for your shorty shorts or long shorts or board shorts or whatever kind of shorts you're currently advertising.
That was awesome.
To keep this to keep this video page in line so that it all has great pictures on it. I don't know. I just can't say. I mean, this is a full-blown picture. This doesn't look like a short because this is all the way across. Is it a short? Now I gotta look. No, this is not. This is the wrong format for a short. I'll just share that with you right here. This is not the correct format for a short. The shorts are in portrait mode, like this one. This is a short, portrait mode. Okay. Having said all the above, Red Silent Homestead, thank you so much for being here. Send us that email with your choice. What? Just need to email with your mailing address. All righty. Another one?
I'm going.
Keep on going, I'm told. Walterman Homestead. Okay, Walterman Homestead, you need to send us an email and indicate in that email beside your mailing address what it is you would like to receive in the mail. Whether it be chocolate, seeds, a smudge mask, or a Clyde's vegetable garden planter. Is it just vegetable garden, or is it just a
Clyde's garden planter?
Clyde's garden planter? I don't know if it has anything besides vegetables on it, but
It doesn't have anything to do with vegetables.
oh, I thought it might have
Well, fruits and vegetables.
fruits and vegetables. Well, but you could have a plant garden or a flower garden, but I don't think it's a flower planter.
Mm-hmm.
So, Walterman Homestead, send us an email with your choice of prizes there. And
Where are you? Got to back.
Walterman Homestead. I have 1,100 subscribers.
Darren, you don't know how to get on the field.
And she has a 20-second fantastic time. That's She has a short for their trailer. She has a short trailer. Great banner. Combination of pictures, well done. Easy to read and see, and is going to display well across all devices. The About page reads as follows. We are Dylan and Megan Walterman. We have 2 beautiful children. We're in the early stages of homesteading. We are located in South Central Indiana, Zone 6A. We're learning to get closer to our food by gardening in our 872 square foot raised garden beds and greenhouse. We also raise chickens and meat birds. We enjoy using what we grow and raise on our homestead in our kitchen. We have big dreams and the desire to turn them into reality. Take care. God bless. Email address is in the proper place. Links to Instagram, Teespring, PayPal, and Facebook. And I have a question. We also raise chickens and meat birds. I'm assuming a meat bird is a chicken. Is there any differentiating?
Chicken, eggs.
Okay. I thought you just ate them too once they were done laying.
Some of them I do.
So anyway, playlists, they got a few. We're going to do the Instapot recipes. Take a look at that.
Yeah, I don't think she's here. Yeah, Emma. I'm thinking that also.
All right. Well, then if she comes back and looks at this, I don't know. Great couple. We've had them on here before. They do a lot of good things on their channel here, and they've heard the spiel before. They do a nice job. So, folks, check them out. They got a couple things here where the verbiage is a little bit small, but they do a great job. Walterman Homestead.
Okay. Old chickens that were done laying on good heat, but good broth. What do I think?
All right, we're gonna do another one here. Simple Sanctuary Garden is gone.
Yeah.
Oh, it came up twice in a row for them.
Yeah. Have you refreshed it?
All right, Mama Z's Texas Kitchen, but let me, and Sherry did say something here about refreshing the wheel, which I need to do. We will get to Mama's Texas Kitchen here in just a moment, because we use her as an example. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we use her as an example.
That's why he's refreshing it, Sonny. Sonny's place is on it now.
Yes, Sonny's place is on it.
Yeah, it's on there now, Emma.
Okay, just so those of you may be wondering what we're doing here. The way that this whole system works is you go out and fill a form out, which is a Google form, And it takes that information that you put in there and puts it into a spreadsheet, which is kind of like an Excel spreadsheet, which is a Google Sheet. This wheel can tie to the Google Docs and pull that information off the spreadsheet. The problem is, I guess it's really not a problem. It only maintains a connection to that Google spreadsheet for an hour. After an hour, it drops. So then I have to go and reconnect. Sometimes it'll drop before an hour. So I did it once earlier, but I just redid it again here, and there's more names up. Anyway, Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. Because we use you.
Didn't sound right.
It doesn't sound right?
No.
Because your channel is so spot on. If I was an Englishman, I could say it's spot on.
But you're not.
But I'm not.
So you can.
So I can just say, well, it's damn good.
There you go.
And we use you, I'm not going to pull your channel up. And send us an email and we'll get with you here on something. She is going to be a guest next Monday. Is it next Monday?
Yes.
Mama Z's Texas Kitchen will be our guest next Monday night. And we'll just roast the heck out of her then. She's got a cooking channel, so we'll roast her. How's that sound? Okay, dokie. Mama Z. Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate everything you do for us. She is not only a moderator in our channel here, but she is also a wonderful channel member. If anybody in here would like to become a channel member, just click that join button down there below. We'd love to have you.
And she breaks easily.
And we also send out our channel members every month. They get a special surprise from Smudge. And it's not from out of the yard, just saying. So.
What does she want?
She didn't say.
You can tell.
Oh. All right. Mama Z, you have your choice because you came up a winner. You have your choice of candy, seeds, a garden planter, or a smudge mask. So just send us an email. Let's get another one up here. We'll do the same thing here.
I thought you were going to review her.
No, I told Mama Z I'm not reviewing you. You're going to get reviewed Monday.
Oh, okay. Because she's our guest one.
Yes.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes. Farmer Brad. Farmer Brad, are you still in here? Farmer Brad. Farmer Brad.
Yeah, Misty, you don't need any more candy.
Okay, Mama Z wants seeds.
Yeah. She's been making candy up the wazoo this nut candy too.
Farmer Brad, are you in here? And I'll just talk a little bit about him since even if he is, I can do this. He's out of Indiana. He has developed a small sideline business on chicken waters. And I believe we have a link.
Yeah.
So he's got some, they're well received by a lot of folks that are using them. So he's got a nice little sideline income there for helping out his homestead. Farmer Brad's got a good channel, so Be sure to check him out. It doesn't appear that he's in here anymore. It looks like he has disappeared.
And it's already 6:58.
So
I'm going to suggest a channel.
you're just suggesting a channel?
Yeah, because it's already 6:58.
It's already 6:58.
Uh-huh.
So the boss is telling me I'm going to do some channel. I don't know what it is. Oh. Okay. So, I'm looking for the name. All right. So we're going to expand our reach here a little bit and go to a channel here called Down Under Farm and Forge. Has 646 subscribers, got 121 videos. Geez, there's no writing on the banner. But maybe they don't do that in these foreign countries. I don't know. Down Under Farm and Forge is actually from Australia. I wonder if that's an Australian dog. I wonder if those are Australian sheep. Is that an Australian walking across there?
Yeah, it is.
All right, but there's
no.
There's no text on the banner. And his trailer video is feature length. It's 7.5 minutes long. So, just saying, typically your channel trailer should be 30 to 90 seconds. And you've exceeded that a little bit here. Let's jump back to the About page and find out a little bit more about our Australian friend here.
Sexy Aussie dog on the band.
This is a channel about my dream of building a homesteading type of lifestyle. Carpenter by trade, and grew up in the city with lots of trips out into the bush and the odd visit to family farms. It has always been a goal to live more simple, rural life, and I'll be sharing my journey toward that. I'm a knife maker and avid gardener when I can. I'm a beginner at blacksmithing, true farming, butchering, sheep herding, and YouTube, but I'm happy to share the journey with everyone. My main aim in this channel is so that my two wonderful children and my gorgeous granddaughter can follow along in my journey, and I learn that the only time you have failed is when you haven't tried. I welcome everyone to come along and learn with me. I'm sure to make plenty of mistakes that you can learn from. So please comment, like, subscribe, and share. Most importantly, have fun on the journey with me and my lads. A lot of information there. Now, let's break it down a little bit. It's in the format of one long paragraph. And when you have wee little minds, like mine and others, they get lost in these long paragraphs. To break this up into short paragraphs, no more than 3 lines each, without changing a single word, you can do this. Email address is in a proper location, and I'm somewhat confused because this tells me your location is the United States. I don't know what that's all about.
He beat you to it, Darren.
I don't know what that's all about.
Business is based in the States. Were you saying anything? You said it before you typed it.
Oh. Okay. So you're just removed from your business. whatever. Anyway, is your email link different than your email? Because I see that down in links you have email as well. Yes, Facebook. I don't see anything. I mean, I know this, but I don't see anything in your description here that says you're in Australia. I mean, if one had not talked with you and known that by just coming in here and reading this, especially with your business email being in the United States, they have no idea that you're really from Australia. Just saying. But we have had the fortunate thing of him having joined some of our Monday Night Lives through Zoom and communicating, and so we've gotten to know this Australian accent.
Yeah.
Which is a cross between Southern and New York and all things South, with a little English thrown in. And anyway, it's unique all on its own. We love having you join the show. So, playlist. Let's see what you have there. You have a couple. Just open up the first one here. And Darren, there is no description. There is no description. Let's try another one in case that was just... Now this one has a description. So, for whatever reason, this one didn't have one. So take a couple minutes, double check all your playlists, make sure they all have descriptions on them. Take a look at some of your thumbnails. Okay, from the thumbnail standpoint, nicely done. Good high contrast. Let's talk to some of the bad thing. This huge mail call. That's pretty much the same thing as what you have here in your title. Rather than now, this is just a thought goes through my head. Rather than have huge mail call as the verbiage on top of your picture here, if you just use the word mail and then have huge mail call in the title, I think that would be a better way to approach it. You're using mail as a keyword. You can make it bigger font, something fancy, draw attention to. And then, of course, the title, huge mail call, my first channel mail. Just trying to throw out some possible ideas. Now, see, you have Aussie Sunset here, but there's nothing in your About page that says Aussie. That's curious. Back on your homepage, uploads, that's the default. I'm not a fan of popular uploads. However, where you're at right now, this is probably working pretty well for you. Here's why I'm not a fan of popular uploads. For example, if you threw a short video out there that happened to hit the viral shelf thing and got 130,000 views, well, that's going to prominently show up here as popular. Rightfully so. But most people also say, well, okay, is it really popular? Then they're looking down, well, 1,400 views, 958. See, this is what they're looking at. They're looking at numbers. And if they see one that's got 100 and some thousand, and then the next one doesn't have anything, it's a discouragement to some people. Just throwing it out. I think you're better off not using popular uploads as a container. Create a playlist. Here's the problem with creative playlists. This takes all your playlists and puts them into a bunch, just a group. If I want to see your playlist, I'll go here. Here I have them all. On your home.
That's because you're going to do a play off some channel and you're on a mobile. That's where people put everything in a playlist. That's fine. To run one after the other. That's part of the reason. Just saying.
I don't think so. Not the playlist, because these playlists, the popular uploads, that makes sense because that's a play all.
Okay.
But uploads is also a play all.
Okay.
But creative playlists, I think you're much better off using individual playlists, because the individual playlists in here then will also display your description on those playlists. You're giving people more information. You can guide them into different areas of your channel from your home page based on those playlists. So, my thoughts. Darren, thank you so much for being here. Yeah, I think you need some verbiage on your banner up here at the top. I didn't see on here how often you upload. Just other words of thought that you might include somewhere along the line. I like your logo. The little kangaroo on the anvil. Anything else? I'm supposed to open this now? Am I supposed to put myself on the screen?
Yeah.
All right. So I guess we have something else here that I wasn't aware that was happening. All right. Bring this back over. I was just handed a package. I'll put it up here so folks can see it. And written all over this package with all these dreidels, it says Happy Hanukkah. And I've been told that I'm to open this. So, for those of you that maybe do not know, the Jewish religion has Hanukkah, which lasts for 8 days. Festival of Lights. As stories have it, they had enough. The candles used to burn with oil. They had enough oil for only one night, but it lasted for 8.
Right.
You should be very impressed, because I was not raised up in this religion, but so I'm a goy.
Yes, you are.
And Sherry's getting quite a chuckle out of this. But
Put a t-shirt on you today when we went to Walmart. One person said it.
so I'm getting into this. I have no idea what she got here.
And you open wrapping paper like you wrap presents. Drives me crazy.
Well, you're trying to make sure that I can't do that on this. I will say that. So, Anyway, to share with you all here a little bit. Yesterday, I took Sherry to a place here in Ohio that is in the Akron area called Hartville. And there's a store there called Hartville Hardware, which is one of these incredible, you have to see to believe stores. It's a hardware store that is 7 acres under roof. I think you need a golf cart to last. I was talking with a fellow that's worked there for 7 years. He says he has not seen the entire store yet. Well, I know you're a knife maker, but I have this El Cheapo thing here. So I'm just saying, you know, if you really want to part with a knife, I'm open to that. And it's very difficult for me to I don't want to say sneak out and get presents and stuff for her. Number one, if she wants it, I do my best to make sure that she gets it. And it doesn't have to be Hanukkah, it doesn't have to be any special time of year. I want her to have everything that she wants. Oh. So. All right. So what she got me, I'll hold this up, is a stabilizer for a phone. So let's kind of hold that up here. So I don't know if she's implying to me that, okay, Daryl, you need to go make more videos. And yeah, do you think this one will?
According to the ad, yes.
Okay. We have one of these that we got 4 years ago, 5 years ago, 4 years ago. But our phones that we currently have gotten to be so big, they're the size of tablets now. The one of these that we have does not fit these phones. So apparently maybe this one does. We'll find out. That just may want one. Yeah. So anyway, we're going to find out if this fits. If this doesn't fit, I have no idea where she got it, but thank you very much, honey. So I hope everybody has a wonderful evening, wonderful weekend coming up. If you are Jewish, I respect the Jewish religion. Happy Hanukkah, and wish those that do the best. What else? I'm stumbling over here.
Latkes probably on Saturday.
Latkes on Saturday. Latkes. Yeah, and in the past, you've done some videos of that stuff. I'm guessing that maybe there are going to be some more. Oh, I know what I haven't said. She has started a collaboration, a cooking collaboration, cooking/drinking collaboration. Doesn't have to, it can be a dish, it can be a dessert, it can be a drink.
Baron.
And it's just a holiday collaboration. We have a couple videos up. We've gotten some other folks that are jumping on board with this. the kind of one of the unique things about this, at least from my perspective, is I made a 10-second intro that is actually small enough I can just email it to anybody. So if you would like to have or utilize part of that 10-second intro in you creating a dish for this collaboration, just send us an email. I'll be more than happy to send it to you, and you're welcome to use it. And it's it's kind of a cross thing between a Christmas tree and menorah candles. So, what else? I want to thank everybody for being here. Special thank you to our moderators. Special thank you to
Red Silo Homestead.
Red Silo Homestead. Thank you so much. So, folks, if you would like to join Smudges Pack, feel free to click that.
Bandana, cooking and drinking collaboration, stir and stacker. I like that.
Absolutely, Susie. Absolutely. I'll play the promo for Monday nights again in the closing here. Anything else, Sherry? I have to save my sayings for Monday night. I don't have that many of them, so no special sayings for tonight. I guess I can reuse the one that you can't hum if you hold your nose. All right. Good night, everyone. Take care. Thank you for being here. We will.
Naked Gardener's on in 40 minutes. They're right there for special Thursday night.
Okay. Naked Gardener, 40 minutes. Tell them, jump in there and tell them Smudge sent you. But it'll be 40 minutes from now.
Garden for Cheap is on right now.
Garden for Cheap is on right now. Go tell the short one that Smudge sent you. And thank you all for being here. Take care, everyone. Good night.